when Dadaji starts drifting and Dadi takes the win. It's not just a TV, it's Acer Pure Nitro TV.
Hi, Acer Pure AC, power on. Ice Blast mode.
Ice Blast mode.
When summer strikes hard, hit Ice Blast mode. Heat and humidity conquered.
C7 mode.
C7 mode.
Acer Pure 7-in-1 convertible mode adjusts cooling as per occupancy for maximum comfort and energy savings.
It's karma, Dad.
From crispy delights to comforting hot pot, Acer Pure's 2-in-1 air fryer lets you indulge in your cravings minus the guilt. Acer Pure vacuum cleaners for when almost clean just won't do. Acer Pure TV. Gaming grade performance meets family entertainment. Pure technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
खोलो खोलो
Dadaji starts drifting and Dadi takes the win. It's not just a TV, it's Acer Pure Nitro TV.
Hi, Acer Pure AC, power on. Ice blast mode.
Ice blast mode.
When summer strikes hard, hit Ice Blast mode. Heat and humidity conquered.
C7 mode.
C7 mode.
Acer Pure's 7-in-1 convertible mode adjusts cooling as per occupancy for maximum comfort and energy savings.
It's karma, Dad.
From crispy delights to comforting hot pot, Acer Pure's 2-in-1 air fryer lets you indulge in your cravings minus the guilt. Acer Pure vacuum cleaners for when almost clean just won't do. Acer Pure TV. Gaming grade performance meets family entertainment. Pure technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer. When Dadaji starts drifting and Dadi takes the win, it's not just a TV, it's Acer Pure Nitro TV.
Hi, Superior AC, power on. Ice blast mode.
Ice blast mode.
When summer strikes hard, hit Ice Blast mode. Heat and humidity conquered.
C7 mode.
C7 mode.
Acer Pure 7-in-1 convertible mode adjusts cooling as per occupancy for maximum comfort and energy savings.
It's karma, Dad.
From crispy delights to comforting hot pot, Acer Pure's 2-in-1 air fryer lets you indulge in your cravings minus the guilt. Acer Pure vacuum cleaners for when almost clean just won't do. Acer Pure TV. Gaming grade performance meets family entertainment. Pure technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
This looks good the first few minutes of the game. Really impressed by how both the teams have started. And then you talk about the build-up to this game. It's the unbeaten force versus the waiting challengers. And if one team has looked destined for greatness, destined for winning the trophy this season in the under-13 competition, it has been Conscient Sports. I mean, 3 games in the group stages, 3 victories. They've got 11 goals. 0 goals conceded. That's the big thing that we're talking about, right? They've scored 11, but they've conceded 0. So that's 3 clean sheets. That's the kind of defense you want to have, as once again the number 14 now keeps the ball alive on the right. Tries to go for a cross inside the box. Now then a shot maybe. He pulled the trigger onto it, and I think this could be the first corner of the game, is it? Yes, it is the first corner of the game, the first set piece of the game, and it falls for Conscient Sports with 5 minutes on the board. And they've got a chance to test the defense and the back line for Royal United from a set piece. And it's going to be a corner that's coming. And Royal United going to be really crucial that they defend their lines. The aerial balls could be a threat. Good delivery inside the box. It was deep, and then the strike is once again blocked. So the defense is doing its job. And now maybe a chance for the counter for Royal United. This could be the first one. Header! And it is the first one on the counter. Royal United break the deadlock. And the celebration tells you the story. In a blink of an eye, Royal United take the lead. A deadly and devastating corner. And then the composure to finish is from his head. The semi-finals is getting spiced up. It's getting heated up now. The SUFC training venue. But look at this. This is what we are talking about, right? Royal United. I mean, the quickness in that counter, and now they're coming for more. It's going to be out of the playing area this time around, but they are looking for more. They're looking hungry. I like to watch that. It's really good stuff from them. But once again, as we're talking about, it was Conscient Sports who were taking the corner, their set piece opportunity. And then in a flash, in a blink of an eye, the counter-attack was rapid, it was sharp, and that's how counter-attack should be, right? I mean, we have seen it. I mean, if you're playing on the counter, you gotta be quick. That's the weapon, right? You gotta be quick, you gotta be incisive, and you gotta have precision. And all of those 3 things combined in that attack for Royal United, and they have taken the lead. 1-0 now. I'm really excited how Conscient Sports are now gonna bounce back. As we just talked, this team looks like a team who could go and win the trophy, but in the semi-finals they have faced an early scare. Defeating the Elite Soccer School 1-0 in the quarter-final games and they're trailing 1-0. But don't be surprised if they go and find the equalizer. It's a long time remaining. Remember, 50 minutes of footballing action separated by 2 halves of 25 minutes each. A 9v9 setup. That's what we're talking about. Ayush is the goal scorer for Royal United. He's got himself a crucial goal in the semi-finals. He's a top lad, Ayush. And on the day of the semi-finals, he's once again shown that why he's an integral part of the Royal United setup. And those kind of players are really appreciated by the head coach, aren't they? The kind of players that can go and knock out games and they can deliver on big days. Yeah, look at this team for Royal United as Conscient Sports have got a corner once again. And now can they try and find something? The equalizer maybe. Good ball inside. Will this be another one? Yes, it is. But remember, it was the corner that led into a counter. Conscient got a corner, and the counter attack built from the first goal for Royal United. Once again, delivery inside. The keeper gets a hand onto it. That's going to be the 3rd corner now coming back to back. So there's some pressure from Conscient Sports from the set piece. Yeah, look at Conscient Sports. Adyan Girish has got 5 goals. Yatin Gaura has got 5 goals. These 2 leading the chart for Conscient Sports in terms of goal scoring. The 3rd corner. And this time around, it was teasing. The keeper was probably hoping he gets a hand onto it, but I don't think he got a hand onto it, and it's going to be a goal kick in the end. And so finally, those corner spree that we were seeing from Conscient Sports comes to an end. 3 corners in that spell. So they've got 4 corners altogether, the Conscient Sports, in the span of first 9 minutes. Look at Royal United though. They've got plenty of goal scorers. Ronil has got 7 goals. He's a top scorer for them. Semintang has got 7 goals as well, and Ashu, who's got 5 goals to his tally. So they've got good goal scorers, and once again, this was a ball forward. The keeper now has to be careful. Each and every time there's a ball coming at his way, he has to be careful. Because those forwards for Royal United, they're hunting, and they're hunting very fiercely, chasing everything that's coming their way, and that's how forwards should be. You gotta be fresh. You gotta be lively, and most importantly, you gotta anticipate. You gotta run onto each and every balls. And that's what we have seen so far in the game from Royal United. Good footwork once again, evading 2 defenders in the middle of the park, but then giving away the ball cheaply. Conscient Sports now on the counter. Can they produce something? No, they cannot. Because Royal United's defense is top-notch so far in this semi-finals. 10 minutes on the board. Once again, tussling. Left foot ball inside. Could have been the second. And they're bringing all the menace to the party right now. But Conscient Sports, they were looking to counter. The attack broken out, fizzled, I would say. And once again, a shot from distance. This time around, the keeper collects. Royal United have got their toes up, that's for sure. There's nothing to debate about it. And after their first goal, they're definitely looking the better side. They're looking hungry, they're looking fresh, they're looking charged. And probably looking to book their ticket into the grand finale. A lot of time remaining. 15 minutes to be precise in the first half, and then the entire second half to play for. So it's gonna be a long wait for Royal United before they can actually be really confident about this game. You look at the 2 sides, and you look at what they have brought to the table, and you realize that this is a side, both these sides are very well built, and kudos to the head coaches who've done a tremendous job out there. But talk about the journey so far. I mean, you've talked about Conscient Sports, 3 games in group stages, 3 victories, 11 goals scored, nothing conceded. Absolute dominance, isn't it? And for the first time, maybe they're feeling like they're under the bus, and they have to find a way to respond. On the other hand, Royal United Football Club, while others fought through the quarterfinals, Royal United watched and they waited. And the Group A winners, they earned a direct passage into the semi-finals after emerging on top of one of the most competitive groups in the competition. Actually, 3 teams finished level on points. 6 points was what Royal United got, but the second and the third place team, both of them also got 6 points. The margins were microscopic in there. This is the number 14 for Conscient. There's the ball inside the box. The keeper, can he prevent that from going into a corner? The answer is no, he cannot. Good try though. 5th corner for Conscient Sports now. Oh, there's a story brewing up. I don't think Royal United have got any corner. Conscient Sports have kept the ball, to be honest. The possession has belonged to Conscient Sports in this game so far, but it's the goals that matter, and the goal has fell into the quota and column of Royal United as the 5th corner is taken deep inside the box. Once again, evades everybody. Those are not bad deliveries, to be honest, but I think someone needs to be on top of them to get a head onto it. The jumps are, the tall players, they have to get their jumping sorted in to just head the ball home maybe. Those deliveries are decent, as with 13 minutes approaching on the board, we are heading into the hydration break. Royal United in this semi-finals have taken the lead. It's 1-0 in their favor. Stay tuned with us. Live action continues shortly after the hydration break. Back in live action after the hydration break. It's 1-0 at the moment. As Conscient Sports look to find the most important equalizer in their campaign so far. They are trailing at the moment, but don't be surprised if they find something. But Royal United, despite not having the majority of the ball, whenever they've got possession, they're looking good. This is the team that's built to play on the counter. They're quick, the 1-2s are quick. This will be a wrong throw-in. And the referee, and he says that this one will belong to Royal United now. Who have looked good. They've looked really good. Those combinations, those 1-2s. Once again, look at the weight of the pass. It's decent. And that's very important, right? You talk about the weight of the pass, right? That's one of the most important aspects in football. Anyone can pass a ball to you, right? But where the elite players stand out from the good players is on the weight of the pass. And where do you want to pass to your player? You want to pass to him on his strong foot, right? As this is a deep throw-in taken in. The referee has already blown his whistle. But coming back to it, the weight of the pass, and where do you pass the ball onto the strong foot of the player, right? So that he can turn quickly. And third part is you pass in an area when the defender is not marking him. So let's say there's a striker whose back is faced towards the goal, and there's a man coming in from the right. You don't pass the ball onto his right foot because already there's a man coming from the right. You try and go onto his left so that he can turn his body and then he can actually run at the goal. So those are very important things, and I think that's what top coaches work on. Top coaches focus on the players, trying to develop them. Once again, Conscient on the attack. They're looking sharp though. Long strike from distance, does not get the power needed from the captain. He's trying his best, trying to rally his team from behind. And the time is really passing on though. 17 minutes on the board, and now then, chance maybe. Good defending, heroic piece of defending. He's not got a name on his back, but he's making sure that he helps his team keep on the lead today. It's very important that defenders have a good game. We've talked about goalkeepers, right? But defenders, they're the first base, right? I mean, got to make sure that they're playing their good intensity game. 6 corner now for Conscient Sports. Here you go, the narrative. Another ball inside. Oh, this could have ricocheted anywhere. Once again, pinged in, and the strike. Oh, wow. It was close. Just inches away from creeping in the back of the net. I thought the goalkeeper got a touch onto it. He stretched his leg, but in the end, it's decided that it's going to be a goal kick from the referees. Good distance on this. And then cleared away from distance. You can see the tension now building up. You can see both teams wanted good defensive interception from behind. This is where Royal United are dangerous. Now on the counter after winning the ball. The left foot strike. I'm not so sure whether he was trying to cross it or maybe going for goal in the end. Makes a mess of it. But take nothing away from that builder from Royal United. They caught Conscient off guard. And that's really important. We talked about passing. Here's another aspect, right? Winning the ball. It's not just pressing, actually. It's defensive interceptions. Conscient Sports, just seconds ago, they were attacking, right? And then came the man from behind for Royal United. Completely surprising the attacker, winning the ball from him. And then leading a counter-attack. Those are very important skills. Good ball inside, though. And Royal United once again on the break. Trying to just take on one man too many. Lost possession. The number 14 for Conscient has looked lively. Puts the ball in. I think it's going to go outside for a goal kick. Yes, it is. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far from both the sides. Conscient Sports, of course, as expected, have kept the possession. You talked about it, right? The style of play for Conscient. You can expect a highly disciplined, possession-heavy style. True to their Real Madrid ties, the emphasis, a quick passing out of the back, structural, positional discipline, and technical precision. And they rarely panic under a high press and look to dominate the tempo of the game. And that is what they would like to do. Do not panic, right? Even if you've gone 1-0 down, do not panic. Just stay there, stay compact, keep the possession, trying to just thread and break that defense of Royal United, who have been so good in the first 20 minutes of the game. But talk about Royal United. is a staple. They are the staple of their local Bengaluru grassroots circuit and a fiercely competitive outfit in the Double Pass Development League. They don't have the same high-profile international backing as Conscient, but they make up for it with phenomenal local scouting and high-intensity match-hardened squads. They're known for their high energy, direct and aggressive attacking transitions, and we saw that right in the build-up for the first goal. And that high energy, direct and aggressive transition from the corner. Conscient got a corner, right? And then suddenly, in just like right, a Royal United staple of the local Bengaluru grassroots circuit. And they like to use the weight of the pitch and look incredibly dangerous on the counter attacks. We have talked about it all around it, and they have delivered, and that's why they are such a dangerous team. And if Conscient overcome its in possession, if they've got another corner now, it's a corner fest right now for Conscient Sports. They have to make sure that they make something out of it. Delivery towards the far post. Header comes this time around, but it's always rising high. Getting closer, even though it's not on target, but this corner was executed. Not to perfection, but still, it was executed. It was towards the far post. The tall man getting a head onto it. I think his balance was always going back, right? Onto his back foot, so it always is a challenge to keep your header on target if you're falling behind. Always have to be on your toes and forward, right? The number 14 who's seen a lot of the possession. Disappointing though in the end, but he has to keep his chin up. Gotta make sure that he keeps on coming because there's a lot of time remaining. And you know, something you learn from the greats of the game, Novak Djokovic, probably the greatest tennis player of all time. I mean, there was a time when he used to lose a lot of points. He was in winning situation, but then one thing would go wrong, and then suddenly his mental frame would go wrong, and he's not able to focus on the game, starts to lose points, and then starts to lose the games. And that happened for a lot of time for a young Djokovic in his career. But later on, he talked about it, mental strength, right? You are gonna lose points. You're gonna have a bad spell of play. There's gonna be a ball coming to you, and you're trying to cut inside and shoot, but the shot would not be great. What you gotta do is you gotta pick yourself up immediately in the next few seconds. You cannot think about it, and you cannot beat yourself, right? You cannot say that, ah, shit, I missed it, I cannot do this. You gotta put up yourself, you gotta man up once again and be ready for the next challenge and the next charge. And that's what you can learn from the greats of the game, as the captain for Conscient Sports does really well. Feeds on the number 14 now. His delivery is intercepted. Good defending from Royal United, who have given everything on the line in the first half so far. Really liking what I'm seeing from both the sides right now. And Conscient Sports, I think they'll find the equalizer, because they are playing a possession-heavy game, and they're also attacking, not just playing a possession-heavy game this time around. Not the greatest of first touch from the throw-in. Would have liked the ball to actually stick onto his foot, but it goes for a throw-in, for a Royal United throw-in. He's scared so far. "23 minutes on the board now. Proves to be an exciting contest, and we are ready for this. The second half's going to be really interesting, isn't it? And Conscient Sports, it's going to be really important to see how the head coach goes about his strategy, and how the head coach would actually get about the business. How would he rile up the Conscient Sport? Good football, this is from the number 14 now. His delivery is probably not the best, but the individual skill, he's got good skills. He's a lad that can be developed into a future player. Because shown the quality, he's eager to get on the ball. That's the first thing, right? As the captain now tries to find a gap. And the idea was to bend it into the far left corner. You've got 17 people tuning in the comment section right now in the DPDL YouTube channel, on the DPDL YouTube channel. A ton of Shetty alongside Sowell CTRL, both of them in the house as well. You've got some loyal supporters. Long strike from distance is way off target, But one of the most important aspects of the Double Pass Development League this season has been the fans. I mean, of course, the numbers are not phenomenal, but there have been some really loyal fans who've been tuning in and dropping in their comments, and they're really appreciated for the footballing community. Any sport, especially football in the country at this grassroots level, needs support, needs their fans, and needs people who can tune in, who can watch in, and who can put in their efforts. And I think they're really, really appreciated in the setup. If you're watching this, do drop in. Where are you watching this from? Which part of the country? And maybe we have seen some international people also joining in, was commentating, and one guy from Spain out there watching the games, and this was in the Bengaluru edition itself. So do drop in. Where are you watching this game from, and who do you think is going to win this semi-finals and book their ticket and call themselves as the first finalists in the Double Pass League? 25 minutes are on the board now. We're into the stoppages. I don't think there's going to be a lot of added time, probably 60 seconds because of the cooling break or the hydration break, so as you call it. Conscient Sports trailing so far, but don't be surprised if they can spring back a comeback in the second half. A throw in for Royal United. Ball inside the box once again. The header was probably arriving with the keeper. Does he get a hand on the ball, or does he get a hand on the man? Because the forward for Royal United has gone down. The replays will tell you the story. Good left foot delivery inside. The defender misses. Oh my word. He's lucky, I believe. We have seen those kind of challenges been given as yellow or potentially red as well. But the only thing that works in his favor, or probably works in any goalkeeper's favor, is what is the goalkeeper expected to do on that occasion, right? He has to go for the ball. And he's the only player that's allowed to go for a hand, right? He can punch the ball, right? So I think the intention were never malicious. He was always going for a genuine clearance. But how much of the contact was on the ball and how much of the contact was on the man is a debate, is a discussion. But I think he's going to be safe for now. And Conscient Sports surviving a late scare. This would have been really, really dangerous. If this would have been the second goal, the game would have been probably very, very away from their grasp. And once again, you see the physios rushing in really quickly, and they have been top-notch. The unsung heroes and the medical partners, Manipal Hospital, for this season of the Double Pass Developmental League, and they have been top-notch in the DPDL Bengaluru. A season built on football, passion, and the people who keep it safe, and they deserve all the credit. Once again, look how quickly, I mean, everything is sorted in. The players are patched up. The physios play are really crucial, but oh, this is not the best of the balls. Gave it straight to a Royal United player. Lucky for the defender that the attacker for Royal United, he could not keep that in control, and I think this would be the tempo for Royal United. They would like to hold on to the ball. They would like to probably, whenever they get the ball, trying to play on the counter as they've always shown. Russian Sports once again, good delivery inside. You see, there's a bit of more fierceness in defending. Oh, this would be a high boot, I believe, and the free kick will belong to Royal United. Yes, it is. There's a bit of more energy in defending for the Royal United, and there it is, the halftime whistle in the first semi-finals in the DPDL Under-13 Bengaluru edition. And at the break, it's Royal United have taken the lead. Ayush's goal proves to be the difference. Halftime, Royal United 1, Conscient Sports 0. Stay tuned with us. Second half action coming really shortly. Will the Conscient Sports make a comeback, or will Royal United cruise towards the final? Only time will tell. Second half action coming really shortly. A 53% possession for Royal United. 5 shots, 3 on target, 1 ending in the back of the net. For Conscient Sports, 47% possession, 2 shots on target, 5 shots altogether, 2 of them on target, none of them ending in the back of the net. And that's the only status wherein they would like to change it. Stay tuned with us. Second half coming shortly.
When Dadaji starts drifting and Dadi takes the win, it's not just a TV, it's Acer Nitro TV.
Hi, Superior AC, power on. Ice blast mode.
Ice blast mode.
When summer strikes hard, hit Ice Blast mode. Heat and humidity conquered.
C7 mode.
C7 mode.
Acer 7-in-1 convertible mode adjusts cooling as per occupancy for maximum comfort and energy savings.
Well, back in action once again. Now then, the second half about to begin, and Conscient Sports are trailing at the break. It's Royal United who have emerged with the lead. It's 1-0, and here we go. Royal United getting us kicked off in this second half. A second half of football wherein Conscient Sports need to produce a comeback. A second half of football where Royal United, all they need to do is hold on and maybe go for more goals as well. But even if they hold on, they will book their tickets into the finals. They will become the first finalists. And of course, they will wait for the result from the second game, which is Minerva Sharks taking on the Mercurial Football Club. And that's going to be a mouth-watering clash and mouth-watering fixture coming right at the YouTube channel of the Double Pass Developmental League. This will be after the first semi-finals, so stay tuned with us. We've got plenty of footballing action still remaining. 3 halves of football, to be precise, and this half is going to be really crucial for Conscient Sports. They need to make sure that they have a sail in their wins. It's really important how you start halves, right? And it's going to be really important once again for Conscient Sports to start this half on the top. They've got to be hungry. They've got to be charged. They've got to make sure that they're looking for it, right? The equalizer. At Royal United, their defense today has been top-notch, so I won't be surprised if they can hold on to this 1-0 lead. Conscient Sports now. They look good in the first few seconds of the second half. The shot was blocked nonetheless, and now once again the number 20 feeds. Maybe a strike. There's the strike, the curling effort, the keeper gets the hand onto it, and I think once again it's going to lead into a corner. How many corners are we seeing from the Conscience Post? Now, lost count. The 8th one, maybe? That's the number 20. He cuts inside, and then the strike was going for the curler. Good attempt, and the keeper made sure that he gets a strong hand onto it. Another ball inside the box. Once again, the keeper for Royal United today has been top-notch. His handling has been excellent. Nothing slipping from his hand. He's tall, he's strong, and he's making sure that he's keeping his side in the lead so far. Conscience Post trying to ask all the questions, and they need to be just a bit more decisive. Once again now, the attack coming in from the left. This left-hand side has been profitable for Conscience Sports. Corner number 9, I believe. Keeps on coming, just keeps on coming for them. And don't be surprised if you find a goal from this corner though. Delivery inside. Does it hit a side post or what? Yes, I think it does hit the side post. So Royal United, nothing to bother for them from those set pieces. They have defended all those set pieces with perfection. You gotta give credit to the tall goalkeeper and that defensive line together working as a unit. And Royal United, the press from Conscient is good though, but they have beaten the press. Now Conscient win it back. Good footwork. Have to be careful though. Look at this. Look at the defending on display. Sliding in, gets a high five from his teammates. That's what we're talking about, right? Royal United in their defensive line have given everything. And the sun is shining, and Royal United are shining as Conscience Sports once again get a corner. Deliveries towards the far post. Oh, this time Royals close. You can see the reaction tells you, and that reaction does tell you a story. It was close. The big point is they're not troubling the goalkeeper. Yes, we saw a shot recently from the number 20. He was trying to curl it. The keeper got a hand onto it, but I don't think he was troubled from it. I am wearing the number 42 jersey in front of our screens. Could he be the man that can produce something for his side right now in the semi-finals? 30 minutes on the board, 20 remaining. Time is slowly ticking. And ideally, Conscience Sports would have probably wanted a goal in the first 5 minutes of the second half, but it's football. You don't get what you want. You have to fight for it, you have to scratch for it, and you have to just absolutely throw everything at it to get the equalizer. Especially considering how good the defense has been for Royal United. There's a reason they finished top in their group. Given away cheaply. The captain does well though for Conscience Sports. The number 3. And then cleared away. Not so much happening right now for them, but things could change, and things could change really easily. I talk about the venue that we are playing football today on, the SUFC ground, South United Football Club home ground. Located in Ulsur, is one of the most premium football hubs in the heart of Bengaluru. It's known for its top-tier infrastructure. It operates less like a typical community feel and more like an elite, compact, professional ecosystem. And look at the surface and the playing conditions as this shot is off target, and the keeper for Conscience Sports, he was watching it and watching it till the late. You can see there's a good amount of parents and fans also tuning in for this game. But coming back to the premium infrastructure of the SUFC ground that we're talking about, right? And the venue features a top grade, a state-of-the-art facility. This is a long strike from distance. He's got the power onto it, but never got the direction. First time I think we've seen that from Royal United. They are taking their chances from distance. I need to watch that a bit more. If you can pack a powerful punch from distance, there's always an added threat. But coming back to it, the venue featuring a top-grade, state-of-the-art facility turf, maintained to a professional and international standard. Talk about for an under-13 semi-finals, a pitch of this quality is a massive talking point, isn't it? I mean, unlike natural local grass fields that can be bumpy or uneven, as this is the ball inside the box, the keeper, he gets the hand onto it, and then how did it not go in the back of the net? How did this ball not end in the back of the net is still a question. Look at this. Good delivery inside. The keeper gets the hand, the ball hits the post, and then from close range, how has that not ended in the back of the net? 10 things even science cannot tell you. That had to be in the back of the net, to be honest. Oh, wow. Living a charmed life right now, Royal United. This will be a foul, that's for sure. That was so close. First the cross, the keeper I think gets a small hand, just a little finger to it. And that hits the crossbar. The ball bounces in front of the Conscient post attacker. And then from close range, it's just baffling to me, it's not ended. The net has not bulged, it's baffling. And once again, it's close. Conscient post now, but look at the defending from Royal United as usual, top-notch stuff. Love to watch this. They are now building on the pressure, and I think they would be now motivated. And they have come close. That was probably their best chance of the game, and now that they have come close, they would want to go and put in some extra effort, some extra pressure from their end. Gotta be absolutely throwing everything that they've got. So that's not the best of first touches that you're gonna see from a player. Now once again a strike off target. "34 minutes on the board, 16 remain after this." As you see in the background, the team in blue, Minerva Sharks, have arrived. They are preparing on the touchline. They've got a massive semi-finals lined up with the Mercurial Football Club. But coming back onto this game right now, it's 1-0. The strike is off target. And this is what the Double Pass Developmental League is all about, right? I mean, the DPDL quietly becoming one of the most critical foundational structures for the future of Indian football. And for decades, the primary roadblock in Indian youth football, in Indian football development, wasn't a lack of talent. It was a lack of structured, competitive tournament. And the DPDL has exactly bridged that gap. Historically, a young player in India might train all year round, but only play a handful of knockout matches in short, sporadic local tournaments. And if they had one bad game, or their team was knocked out early, their competitive season was effectively over. But the DPDL fundamentally re-engineers this approach, making it essential to the country's footballing growth in several ways. And the first one is the power of maximum game time, isn't it? As this one could lead into something, but Conscient Sports gets that away. Royal United, if they go and find the second goal, it's going to be game over now, with the time now just ticking in towards the 40 minutes mark. We've got 15 minutes remaining. There were appeals for a wrong throw, but the referee allows it. But nonetheless, Royal United get a throw in. Oh, good touch. Turning his man. And now the counter could be on for Royal United if they can make this handy. Good defending from Conscient Sports, though, have won the ball back. This is end-to-end stuff now. Cleared away. And the ball hits the referee? Yes, it does. He's going to pull it back. He's an experienced referee, also teaching the young players the know-hows of football. So I think I call the referees trainers. Educational trainers. They train these kids about the know-hows of football, what could be tolerated on the pitch, what would not be tolerated on the pitch. So as when they grow up into a professional setup, they know everything. So I think these referees, they play a massive part in the footballing development as Royal United come on the counter. Strong defending, leaves his man on the floor now. Oh, this could be a foul. No, the referee says play on. Cleared away. You can see now the game is picking up the intensity and is picking up the heat, because when finals are calling, you don't want to be knocked out, are you? And the core of the DPDL philosophy is a league plus knockout format that guarantees each participating academy a substantial number of matches over a prolonged season. And to produce elite, technically sound footballers, kids need to be tested under real match scenarios. Ball inside the box, the keeper collects. And DPDL gives players across multiple youth age brackets from under 8 up to under 18 sustained competitive minutes, as Conscient Sports are looking good, but as soon as I said that, they've lost the ball. And the referee now coming in the way. A long league format means a 13-year-old who makes a defensive error or misses a penalty doesn't go home for the year. They return to the training pitch, work with their coach, and step right back onto the field the following week to apply what they learned. That cycle is how real development happens. But now in the knockouts, after all of the league stages, after all the minutes of football these two teams have played, now in the knockouts, with just 12 minutes remaining on the board, it's do or die for Conscient Sports, who head into the hydration break still trailing by that one solitary goal that came in from Ayush for Royal United. Stay tuned with us. We'll be back in action after the hydration break as you look into some of the actions from the second half, the first quarter of the second half. Should you say the first half of the second half? And that is probably what the hydration break has done. It has separated the halves into two halves, right? So that gives the coaches a bit of time to regroup with the players, time to strategize, and time to get back into the groove. Look at the time on the top of the screen. 39 minutes is what we are signaled into. 11 remain for Conscient Sports. Well, 11 minutes hypothetically is a lot of time, but similarly it's very less time. So it's the paradox, right? 11 minutes is a lot of time, but 11 minutes is a very less time as well. Very little for a comeback. And Royal United, they have to just hold on to their nerves, hold on to their defensive spirit as they have done throughout the first and majority of the second half. Still with 10 minutes remaining, Conscient can find a way. This will be a foul. And the captain alongside his compatriot, the number 20, they were deemed by the referee as probably tucking the shirt of the attacker. Royal United now, they've got a set piece, a free kick. Chance to bend the ball maybe. Oh, decent delivery inside. Oh, close. But close means nothing in football. It's still 1-0. Get delivery inside the box. So look at the technique on display. It's just easing the ball. Some of those players out there have got decent technique on crosses and passes. That's really important. Royal United cannot keep this alive. This will be a goal kick for Conscient Sports. And before the DPDL expanded hubs like Bengaluru, Mumbai, Thane and Delhi, the private academy ecosystem in India was highly fragmented. You talk about the DPDL, the league aggregates the finest private and standalone academies under one structured competitive umbrella. Conscient Sports on the attack, cleared away, no nonsense defending. And when top tier local outfits regularly match up against international partner academies like Conscient or Alchemy, the overall tactical and physical baseline of youth football rises nationwide, because academies are playing in a structured, highly visible public league. There's a natural pressure on these institutions to hire better AIFF certified coaches and implement progressive modern training methodologies rather than just focusing on recreational play. And that's one of the biggest aspects that we can talk about the Double Pass Developmental League. Now that we've got live telecasts coming in, right? The eyes are on everyone. You're being watched. Your team is being watched, the players are being watched. As Conscient Sports now on the attack. They have done well to evade the press, and then the strike is saved by the keeper. Not getting enough power on those shots is what I feel. They're creating good chances, they're creating the separation, but when the final attempt, look at this shot, right? It was not hit with a lot of power, and that's why the keeper probably was off target as well. The keeper could have left it and it would have still gone wide, but I think the power is lacking. They need to shoot with a bit more venom and a bit more menace in the shot. Zip is what we're talking about to trouble the keeper. 42 minutes approaching on the board. Time is ticking. Time is really ticking on for Conscient Sports right now. And the traditional scouting system in India heavily relied on scouts physically attending state championship or sub-junior nationals. If a brilliant technical player was developing in a private academy but didn't make the state's association's handpicked squad, they remained invisible. DPDL has solved this problem as well. Conscient Sports now looking to just get that equalizer cleared away, and creating a parallel pipeline is what we are talking about, right? The DPDL provides a direct, highly visible stage. Events like the semi-finals, as we are just covering it right now, or the DPDL Super Cup, brings together nearly 100 top youth teams from across the country. National team scouts, ISL club representatives, and elite residential academies, now a reliable centralized marketplace to spot exceptional young talent early. And the best part, they don't even have to be on the pitch. You just go onto the DPDL YouTube channel, right? You can watch the live game. But always, there's always a good factor when you're onto the pitch, right? I was in Goa for the Team Sports Championship. That was the Under-16 Junior National Finals, and had a privilege to talk about a few scouts and try and know from them what is one thing that the scouts look into a player, right? And the answer was really helpful and insightful. They said, we look into players and we look into different positions, right? So let's say a striker and a midfielder, we are looking into different things, right? We cannot look into the same things for a striker and a midfielder. Especially for a defender, we are looking into different things. For wingers, probably we're looking into pace and a bit more control, individual skills to beat their markers. For strikers, we are looking into ball control and holder play, and of course finishing. For defenders, it's all about how good are you while communicating. Of course, you know, your defensive interceptions and how well you read the game from behind. So all of those things play into a major part, right? And scouts do look into players who are good, as this guy is looking really good with his holder play. This is what I was talking about, right? The holder play. You get onto the ball, you hold it up, and you just let the team breathe in, right? And you talk about good strikers, of course. I mean, there's one striker at his prime. He was really good. And if there's some people watching it who want to play as a number 9, go and watch Romelu Lukaku when he was playing at Inter Milan. I think the season was 2020 or 21 when COVID hit. Lukaku was exceptional. His holder play, how strong he was, and the way he was linking up with the wingers. Lautaro Martinez, I believe, was the winger that season. I mean, he was playing as an outright striker, but also combining on the wings. So Lukaku would play on the right, Martinez on the left, but both of them were playing centrally as well, and they were drifting onto the left and the right position. So I think that's a very good season for any striker, any number 9 who's want to learn the craft of playing football and probably want to go on and audition for ISL clubs or even the Indian national team. That's what you should do. Royal United now come for the second. The shot is off target. 46 minutes approaching on the board now. And it seems like Conscient Sports, the task is getting harder and harder for them. The mountain to climb is getting steep as the captain now tries to maroon in the midfield. He's given no license to go and do that. Cleared away. Long throw from the number 20. The ball inside. The defender now can get it cleared away. He does clear it. This is looking good for the Royal United. They are about to become the first team to enter into the finals of the Devil Pass Development League. Conscient Sports, they have tried, and I think the keeper for Royal United has been top-notch today. Look at his height and look at his stature. He's tall, he's strong, and he's doing all the hard work for his side. I mean, he's been exceptional today. You talk about having good games, he's had a good game. The way he's kept the ball onto himself, the way he's just orchestrated that backline, that's a top skill for a goalkeeper, communication, right? And I think that's worked in their favor. The Royal United, they have 180 seconds or so. Plus the stoppages, of course. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of time added on. There was hydration break, 1 minute for that. But that story could change. The number 14 does not put a decent delivery. I think it's gone out. Went for outside of the boot. But it's just hit with a... I think it's slightly overhit. Alright then. If this would be the result after the 50 minutes mark, Royal United would become the first team to enter the grand finale. As the number 3, the captain, loses his boot for Conscient Sports. Has to retrieve it. You can see the coach is urging in from the touchline. Royal United have to just give everything now to defend the score. Conscient Sports have to give everything to go and find a goal for themselves. Two different narratives for two different teams, but the mission is simple: enter the grand finale. But the narratives are different. Royal United have just 120 seconds or something to hold on to enter and book their spot in the finals. Conscient Sports have 120 seconds or something to go and find a goal to book their spot. I mean, that goal would not confirm their spot. It will take the game into penalties, as they've got a free kick in promising possession. And now this could be the last bit of a real chance for Conscient Sport to go and find something. This is it. The referee is making sure he's getting the ball perfectly aligned. This is it. "49 minutes on the boat. The captain stands over this. Conscient Sports are trailing and they need a goal desperately. Ball inside the box, punched away from the goalkeeper, and probably with that clearance and a cheer from the fans can tell you the story. Probably hopes for Conscient Sports for qualifying into the finale is fading away. This Alvin Thomas now, who's plays for Mercurial. You saw him on the screen just a few seconds ago. He's also going to be a key player for Mercurial in their semi-finals. Now this could be a chance. Oh wow, it's gone in the back of the net. Would you believe it? Right on the end of this game, right on the stroke, Conscient Sports have equalized. Fairy tale finish from them. What a strike. And it's the number 14 who was probing all morning long, who scored the important equalizer for his side. Right at the death, right at the end. There is life in Conscient Sports. I love this sport. I love football. And I love commentating on such moments, because this is what football is all about. It's the beautiful sport. It's a crazy sport at the same time. Conscient Sports, they were dead, they were out, they had no chance, and now they have came back. Oh wow, you love this. The number 14, Ram, he's done the job for his side. It's 1-1 now, and I don't think we have got a lot of time remaining. This is absolutely enthralling. Conscient Sports, I think they have deserved it. Oh, this is a risky tackle. You can see the guy who's gone down is holding his knee. And I think that's a red card. He's immediately sent off for that challenge. The referee has done a good job. That was not a healthy tackle, to be honest. That was intentful and that was malicious. Referee right spotted on. He's absolutely correct with the decision. You cannot argue onto it. Ansh with the goal for Conscient Sports. Great strike. Tremendous finish. And the man is down. He's still down. There's the confirmation. Now Ram has got the goal. This is what we're talking about, right? It's Ram Charan Allur who's got the goal for his side. Top lad. He's gonna get all the praises from his coach today. Essentially taking the game into penalties now. And this is it. I mean, the narrative was pretty simple. Royal United arrived with fresh legs and extra preparation time. Conscient Sports arrived battle-tested after surviving a dramatic quarter-final. And nothing to separate between the two sides after 50 minutes of football. We're into the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Conscient Sports, after equalizing, they may look for the winner as well. And if that would have arrived, what a story. Have the Royal United changed the keeper or something, have they? And if they have done it, I mean, that's very harsh on the previous goalkeeper, who was probably one of the best players on the pitch. And that's the equalizer they were looking for. That's rightly said by Dolly. And that is the full-time whistle arrived at the SUFC ground. Conscient Sports versus Royal United has ended in 1-1. And it was a late comeback that has taken this game into penalties. Full-time, Royal United 1, Conscient Sports 1, and we are heading into penalties. You see the comment section. It was John Joseph who was supporting Conscient, Dolly who was supporting Conscient, and their support has come true. The equalizer did arrive, and I mean, I cannot have words for this game. You know how cruel it was on Royal United. I mean, we are talking about Conscient Sports, of course, their fans excited and delighted. Look at the match summary. Conscient Sports 51% possession, 11 shots, 6 of them on target, one of them ending in the back of the net. For Royal United, 49% possession, 7 shots, 3 of them on target, and one of them also for them crucially and importantly ending in the back of the net. After 50 minutes of football, we have nothing to separate between the two sides, and we will head into penalties to decide who will enter the grand finale. Stay tuned with us. Penalties up next. Right then, the drama of a semi-final. It's 1-1 at full time and straight into the lottery of a penalty shootout. And this is where heroes await, especially at the under 13 level. And throw the tactical sheets out of the window now. Doesn't matter. It's entirely a mental game now. 12 yards, the keeper and the ball. And with the live telecast running, These 13 years old are taking penalties not just in front of their teammates, but with parents, scouts, and fans watching live. It is a massive test of character. And on this pristine, fast, artificial turf, and the bounce and roll are true, so the goalkeepers won't have to worry about a bad bobble or an uneven patch of grass around their feet or under their feet. But the slick surface means cleanly struck penalties will travel fast. And you got to watch the keeper's positioning as well. Are they staying central, trying to bait the opposition into a specific side, or using early movement to get into the penalty taker's head? And talk about Conscient Sports. Will their technical, structured training showcase itself in precise side netting placement? Or will the Royal United bring that raw, aggressive energy into striking the ball with sheer power to beat the keeper? And it's going to be really, really interesting. As you saw, just how dangerous Conscient Sports were looking towards the end. I thought with the free kick this was the last chance, but then Ram Charan Allur, he found the back of the net, and look at the celebrations from the team. They know how important this was. And the main man stepped up. And we were talking about this guy, right? The number 14, Ram Charan Allur. He was looking really good. I mean, plenty of chances. He was getting onto the ball. He was eager. Of course, all of his passes were not the greatest, or all of his plays were not the greatest. But the big thing about this kid, he was wanting the ball. And there's the confirmation of the red card that we saw. The first penalty is in the back of the net. Royal United. Advantage to them. It was buried, I would say. Just hit with power and hit with technique as well. Royal United have got the first one, and now Conscient Sports, and they'll always play the catching game. And sometimes it could work in their favor, sometimes it could go against them. The number 3, the captain, now steps up. Atyant Girish. He's had a good game, and now he has to score. He does score. For a moment I thought the keeper would have been interested, but in the end does not get a hand onto it, and Conscient Sports have equalized courtesy of their captain. Back to level terms, 1-1. Royal United now, their chance to step up and to go back in the lead. Slow and calm is the penalty taker, and he puts it in the back of the net. Goes to the keeper's left. I think the keeper gets the right direction, but I could not stop that, or could not prevent that from ending in the back of the net. Probably got a hand onto it as well. 2-1 now. Ram Charan Allur, the hero. The guy who got Conscient Sports back into the game. The man who scored the equalizer. He's got a chance. It's Ram Charan Allur. His penalty is saved. He was the hero just a few minutes ago, and now misses his penalty. Oh, he would be gutted. Ram Charan Allur. So advantage Royal United, and they can increase their advantage if this goes in the back of the net. Saved by the Conscient Sports goalkeeper. Now we are talking. This is a top lad, and this is a top goalkeeper. When his team needed him, he steps up to the pitch. So United have taken 3 penalties. They have scored 2. Conscient Sports, if they score this, they will be also at the same level. It's important that this goes in the back of the net to restore parity. Indeed it is. Calmly taken penalty, sends the keeper the wrong way, and slots it home. The number 20. He's a top lad. And now both teams have taken 3 penalties each. Missed 1, scored 2. Royal United, here we go again. They need to score this. Calmly taking left foot finish. Really good penalty. The technique onto it was brilliant. Sending the keeper the wrong way. United back into the advantage. Conscient Sports. We talked about it, right? They'll be playing catching game, and the pressure will always be on them. to go back on level terms. So he's missed it. And now, this is the time for Royal United. If this goes in the back of the net, they are into the grand finale. One kick of the ball. And once again, the onus lies on the keeper for Conscient Sports. He's already saved one penalty. Can he keep his team alive? The narrative is pretty simple. If Royal United score this, they're into the finale. Oh, he scored! And the celebration begins at the SUFC ground. Look at the noise, look at the jubilation, and look at the celebration. And why not? Because Royal United have booked their ticket into the finals of the Double Pass Development League Under-13 Bengaluru edition. They become the first team to do so, defeating Conscient Sports on penalties. Nothing to separate between the two sides. After 50 minutes of football, we went into penalties. Conscient Sports are knocked out. Royal United are into the grand finale. What a game of football we have just seen. Crazy, crazy game of football. Enjoy it, lads. You deserve it. You deserve the celebration. You deserve the entire happiness that you're feeling it right now. Cherish in, bask in, and now that you have booked your ticket in the grand finale, sit back and relax as the second game is coming really shortly. Minerva Sharks taking on the Mercurial Football Club. Live action continues really shortly. Stay tuned.
Hello. 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 Yeah, tell me. I'm the cameraman.
when Dadaji starts drifting and Dadi takes the win. It's not just a TV, it's Acer Pure Nitro TV.
Hi, Acer Pure AC, power on. Ice blast mode.
Ice blast mode.
When summer strikes hard, hit Ice Blast mode. Heat and humidity conquered.
C7 mode.
C7 mode.
Acer Pure 7-in-1 convertible mode adjusts cooling as per occupancy for maximum comfort and energy savings.
It's karma, Dad.
From crispy delights to comforting hot pot, Acer Pure's 2-in-1 air fryer lets you indulge in your cravings minus the guilt. Acer Pure vacuum cleaners for when almost clean just won't do. Acer Pure TV. Gaming grade performance meets family entertainment. Pure technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Double Pass Development League. It's semi-finals number 2. We are live from the SUFC football ground. And it's the Minerva Sharks versus the Mercurial Football Club who lock horns. Two exciting teams, but only one spot in the grand finale. The Minerva Sharks in their traditional blue stripes taking on Mercurial Football Club who've got black and yellow on them. It proves to be an exciting encounter. Coming live on the DPDL YouTube platform is the Minerva Sharks versus the Mercurial Football Club. It's the 27th of June, 11:12 a.m. the Indian Standard Time. And as usual on the microphone for this epic encounter, my name is Kumar Satyam. We'll be throughout the thick and things of this game. 50 minutes of footballing action separated by two halves of 25 minutes each. It's a 9v9 format played at this beautiful ground. This is the South United Football Club home ground. And can't wait for this one to begin. A final before the final. Some matches feel destined. This is one of them. The two teams who were almost impossible to separate in Group A now meet with a place in the finals on the line. Same points, similar records, similar ambitions. And now one last battle as the two captains shake it out with each other alongside the match referees in the coin toss. It's really important that both the captains, Alvin Thomas, the number 7 for the Mercurial Football Club, and also the captain for Minerva, who's gonna be playing a really crucial part today. He's got the number 4 jersey on his back. The captain for Minerva Sharks as Ardwick Rangu Randan. Both the captains will definitely play a big part. Look at Alvin Thomas. He's a proper guy. The top scorer for Mercurial this season is Ishan Verma with 15 goals, and Alvin Thomas has got 10 goals. So you can see both those players have definitely played a major part in Mercurial's success. And there's no player in the top 5 for Minerva Sharks though. But if you look at Hitesh, well, Hitesh is there, beg your pardon. Hitesh has got 11 goals. He is in number 2. Gotta get my specs and their number checked because Hitesh, he's got 11 goals for Minerva Sharks. So if you look at the golden boots right now, Ishan Verma has got 15 goals, Hitesh has got 11, and Alvin Thomas has got 10. All of them present on the pitch right now. So in between them, they have scored a total of 36 goals, and it's the Mercurial Football Club who will kick us off in the first half. The referee just checks with both the goalkeepers, has a final look at his watch, and we're about to begin in the semi-finals number 2. The ball is set rolling as Mercurial Football Club take on the Minerva Sharks, and immediately this will count as the first shot on target. Minerva Sharks, remember, in their quarterfinals, defeating the defeating the Minerva Warriors 2-0. And now, once again, look at their strike. It's blocked. Decent attempt. The number 8 for Mercurial today. That's Rudraksh. He's a top player. Left foot strike. Oh wow, this was close. Abhimanyu. Was it? Oh, that was the number 18, I believe. It was Neil with the left foot strike. And I think that has led into the first corner of the game. Yes, it has. Onto which the main man, Alvin Thomas, is going to take his left foot swing. Decent delivery. Is not on target. And the Minerva Sharks, in the first 70 seconds of the game, they have been pegged back. You can see the two forward players, Ishan, the number 10, alongside the number 8, Rudraksha for Mercurial Football Club. They both would be leading the charge. Not the best of passes. I think he was aiming for something different, as Ishan will go on and take the throw in. Now he leaves it for Neil, the number 18 today for Mercurial. Mercurial looked really solid throughout the tournament. And with the attacking threat that they've got, I think they will look to exploit. And this is also a chance for a revenge, because remember what happened in the under-15 semi-finals. Same two teams, right? It was Minerva Academy Bangalore taking on Mercurial Football Club. And Mercurial lost to Minerva on penalties. So the under-13 side now has got a chance to extract some revenge. Maybe defeat the Sharks, which is of course from the same parent side, that's Minerva, and book their ticket into the finals, right? But never underestimate Minerva Sharks or any side that comes with the name of Minerva, because this is a team that plays high-intensity football. They press right from the get-go, and they want to score goals. And they keep on running. That's one important aspect in Minerva's footballing style. They keep on running, they keep on pressing, and they make life harder for their opposition, and that's what they need to do in the semi-finals today. The first 3 minutes have been lively. Minerva Sharks as well now trying to just create some chances of their very own, but I think it's been majorly dominated by the Mercurial Football Club, who are coming on the attack now. Could be a left foot strike still going on. It's Ishan, I believe, who's lost possession. Ishan trying to just run with purpose, but one man too many for him, and now the Sharks could lead the counter. Neil gets a leg onto it, and this would be the first corner for the Minerva Sharks. Good football around end-to-end stuff. It was Ishan who first of all led the counter for the Mercurial Football Club, but he was overcrowded and lost the possession, and then Minerva started to lead their own charge, and courtesy of that clearance from Neil, the Sharks have got a counter, a corner, which is taken decently. And then, does that hit the post? Yes, it does. I think it hits the side post. There's the danger from Minerva Sharks. So close to going and finding the first goal of the game. They were close. They were so close. And now got a second corner. We saw Conscient both getting a lot of the corners. Minerva getting corners now. Decent delivery towards that far post. It's kept alive, and then the strike always was losing his balance, so never got the power onto it. Mercurial could lead the counter. Ishan goes down, but the referee sees nothing wrong. Alvin Thomas now picks up the pieces. Thomas finds Rudraksha. His delivery, does that take a touch from a Minerva player? I think it does. Will be a corner, so both the sides getting some early set pieces. Now chance to put the ball inside the box for Mercurial and get the first one. Header, clear away. Good defending. Solid defending. You talk about the Minerva Sharks, who are defending right now. They have steadily built momentum throughout the competition. Entered the quarterfinals carrying strong form, and they left the quarterfinals carrying belief against Minerva Warriors, a sister club. They produce a professional and controlled performance, and they need to do exactly that. But first of all, they got to defend this corner. Chance to put the ball inside the box once again, but it was hit with too much pace, I believe. Just too much pace onto it. Never got the right angle for it, and also was always rising up. Good first touch. And then the turn is delightful. The little man feeds the ball in. And now with the 1-2, this is good from the Minerva Sharks. Is there a finish coming in? Look at the turn that he's got onto him. Got to understand the jersey numbers quick. I mean, it's not easy identifying them because they're wearing blue jerseys, and I think the jersey numbers have to be a bit maybe in black, because the white on blue does not give a clear representation. Mercurial have done a good job with the jersey, to be honest. They've got black and they've got white as the print of the jersey numbers, so it's very easy to identify the Mercurial boys. This is Neil now, left foot ball inside the box, header, and there's the first goal. Rudraksha does the damage, and Mercurial Football Club have taken the lead. What a sequence of play from the corner. The left foot ball from Neil was perfect. Look at this header, inch perfect, delightful, right in the corner. And there was a thudding sound as when the header was connected, and that told you that the header was perfect. No chance for the keeper to stop that. 1-0, Mercurial Football Club break the deadlock, and now it's going to be important to see how the Sharks respond. Well, the Sharks usually like to hunt, but right now they're being hunted. Being hunted by Mercurial Football Club. Oh, this could be risky. Lost his balance altogether, went for the powerful clearance. Oh, that's the moment. Oh, look at the scale. I mean, who's that guy? Gotta get his name very quickly because he's immensely talented. There's the confirmation with Rush with the goal. Cleared away. And those are the two forward players, right? Ishan, the number 10, and Rudraksh, the number 8 for Mercurial. Alvin Thomas is sitting behind them. And once again, they're coming for more. This is the goal scorer. Is he? No, he's the number 10, Ishan. Who's the top scorer in this tournament? He's leading the chart for the Golden Boot. And now chance for the second. Good save by the keeper. It was Alvin Thomas who was third in that golden boot race. Also got Hitesh, who's second with 11 goals. Wearing number 36 jersey for Minerva today, Hitesh. He's going to be crucial. He's got to be really, really charged up now. The coach Arpandeep for Minerva Sharks. He's going to definitely want the boys to perform on top of their game. We will have the hydration break nearly around the 12-minute mark, so he's got time to rally up the boys. And still there's a lot of time remaining. The only good side to that, conceding the early goal, is that they've got plenty of time remaining to make a comeback. Aishan was trying to dribble his way through. The defender does really well, wins the ball. That's the number 4 for Minerva Sharks, Ardwick. Was also their captain today. That's a good steal from the goal scorer. Rudraksh was going on. And he's really strong. Keeps the ball into his way right now, but given back cheaply. I really like the way the Mercurial Football Club are pressing up front. They're looking a bit more sharper. They've got some steam in their heads, and they're really alive in the semi-finals. And not to say that the Sharks have not created their chances. This little man has done the most damage once again. Really quick feed, takes on his man. Now could there be a cross coming in? Probably was trying to go one man too many. Is that the number 11 that we're talking about? Number 17 maybe. Tanishq. Is that Tanishq? Nonetheless, corner chance for Minerva. Good ball inside. It will be kept alive though. There were a few tussle going on inside the box as Mercurial now clear their line, but I think the Sharks will get it straight back. Recycle back into the box. Is there a finish to arrive? No, there's not. It was close though. And the Sharks will get another corner in their favor. Now, can they make something from the set piece? If only they can just put the delivery in a decent area and get some of those tall players to get ahead onto it. We saw the first goal for Mercurial came from ahead, right? It was a header from Rudraksha after Neil put the delivery inside. Good ball towards the far post. Chaos inside the box, cleared away. I think the defender gets the block in front. Sharks will like to retrieve this. They have done exactly that. Ball inside the box will be cleared away, I believe. Yes, it is. But you can now feel that the Minerva Sharks are getting into the act now. As the Bangalore weather now springs into overcast conditions, Royal United have already booked their ticket into the grand finale, and now it's the Minerva Sharks versus the Mercurial Football Club, who are wowing and fighting for that one spot. And at the moment, Mercurial Football Club are in the lead, but don't be surprised if the Sharks go and find a comeback. You can see more and more parents coming. Look at the structure at the South United Football Club. They've got a balcony up front, and that allows for a very premium space of watching for the parents and for the authorities as well. As we head on to the cooling hydration break with 13 minutes on the board, it's the Mercurial Football Club who have taken the lead. Stay tuned with us. We will be back with live action after this short hydration break. And back into action with 14 minutes on board. Minerva, they're trailing at the moment. And I think it's going to be really important that they keep on their shape, they keep on their composure, and they keep on. The most important thing is that they keep on creating those chances, keep on probing. We saw that in the previous semi-finals, right? Conscient Sports, as there were a few appeals for handball from Mercurial players, but Conscient Sports got that equalizer very late. And that's what you got to do. You got to keep believing if you're the fan of Minerva right now, you're a player of Minerva. And they have got the potential. You see, they play good football. And they've got every bit of style and swagger that is needed to play in the semi-finals. Once again, the appeal for handballs is a loud one. The referee says, just play on. It dismisses those appeals. As Minerva trying to take the patient approach, is the possession-based approach as we've seen from them. It's going to be really important that they keep on the calm heads right now, the Minerva Sharks. 16 minutes on the board, 9 remaining in this first half. Left foot ball inside, oh, header! Close. And from what we have seen right now in this first half, after going down, the Minerva Sharks have shown really good intent. And I think you won't be surprised if they go and find the equalizer for themselves in the first half itself. The kind of football we've seen from them, it's really deserved, isn't it? But the danger is always going to be Mercurial whenever they get the ball on the counter, with Raksh unable to control it this time around because their forward line is really strong. Ishan with Raksh, Alvin Thomas. You've got Param in there, Abhimanyu. All of those lads could come in. Neil already getting 1 assist for his side. Brilliant left foot cross. This is Param, the number 11 now. We just talked about him. Finds Ishan. Ishan finds the overlapping run from Rudraksh, but I think he's deemed to foul his counterpart. So the 2 8s from both the sides. The number 8 for Minerva Shark, that's Amrit. And the number 8 for Mercurial FC. Rudraksh, who needs no introduction, already making himself familiar to each and everyone watching on the YouTubes and even watching live from the SUFC venue. Scored the first goal. Thumping header. Delightful header. Alvin Thomas now. He was overcrowded by a couple of Minerva Sharks players. I think that's one aspect wherein the Mercurial boys need to be a bit more organized. And this will be a foul. No, it's not a foul from behind. The referee says to get up. It's coming back to it. I think they're trying to just individually take on one man too many. And Minerva Sharks, their defense is strong as they're coming now. Space is opening up. Shot is off target. Good try. Should have kept it on target, but nonetheless, good try. Coming back to it, I think the Mercurial Football Club and those forwards, they have seen Ishan once or twice being overcrowded. He was trying to dribble a bunch of Minerva players. We saw Alvin Thomas right now doing the same. Of course, you want to be tricky, right? There's no harm in dribbling. There's no harm in taking on players. Imagine telling that to Leo Messi that you should not take on players. Would the world ever see the greatest player of all time? So it's always good to take on your players as the Sharks now come in. Chaos inside the box. It's still not cleared completely. Minerva have the ball. And now finally it breaks from Mercurial Football Club, who can lead the counter. This is Rudraksh, who was trying to feed Alvin Thomas. And this is end-to-end stuff. 19 minutes approaching on the board, and I mean, you can't pick your side right now. It's enthralling. It keeps on going on. And you love this, right? You love to watch this kind of footballing action. I mean, look at the two sides, and already you see a bit more quality from the rest of the sides that were competing in the tournament. That's why These two sides have come so far in the semi-finals. Minerva Sharks, I think they have got one notch up since conceding that goal, and they need to actually, because come on, you cannot just sit back, right? And not every time you're gonna be lucky, just like Conscient were in the previous game, getting a goal right on the death. There would be times when you want to score early on, and we predicted that there could be a equalizer coming in the first half itself, and there's still a lot of time remaining. 5 minutes plus the stoppages to be precise. The quarterfinals have already tested the resilience of both these sides. Minerva Sharks winning 2-0. Mercurial defeating Maverick Blues 2-0. Clinical performances from both the sides. But the semi-finals, they will test belief. Or this time around, the keeper was beaten. Kudos to the defender for clearing that away, and that clearance turns into a pass, but strong defending. Was that Neil? Yes, that was Neil. Now Ishan on the left-hand side, trying to dribble his man. Ishan finds good pass. They're working this together, and they're working this really well. And now the finish to arrive is the shot was blocked, I believe. And once again, I think it's Ishan who's probably going to throw in for his side. Yes, he has. The ball currently looks very similar to what we had in the 2018 World Cup. It was called the Telstar. I'm not so sure if they're using the Telstar right now, especially with the World Cups going on. Currently, you see a lot of action yesterday and today, to be honest. Belgium beating New Zealand 5-1. Spain beating Uruguay 1-0. Senegal beating Iraq 5-0, and Norway losing to France 4-1. So there's a lot of footballing action. I'm sure a lot of these kids are interested in watching the World Cup, and there's plenty to learn from it, right? I mean, if you watch top quality football and you learn from top players, 22 minutes on the board now. Mercurial still in the lead. Now Ishan tries to find a dinged-in ball towards Alvin Thomas, I believe, but cleared away. "23 minutes on the board now approaching. And the Sharks once again, they're looking trying to create some separation, but I mean, I think I got to give credit to the way and the Mercurial football could have defended. They deserve all the praises, right? Because this is a highly attacking side, the Minerva Sharks. And to keep them at bay in the first half, and not just to keep them at bay, to score the all-important goal, and what a goal it was. I cannot get that out of my head. I mean, it's very rare to see headers coming in at such young level, and that kind of thumping header. And Neil and Rudraksh combining. But don't be surprised if there's a goal coming in from the Minerva Sharks. The shot is off target. You got 18 people tuning in, watching the YouTube platform for the Double Pass Development League. Come on, guys, if you're watching this, to let us know, is there a comeback coming in for the Minerva Sharks, or the Mercurial Football Club take the advantage and probably seal the deal with just 90 seconds remaining in this first half. Important game of football. And it's Minerva have kept the ball, I believe. I think the possession is probably split evenly, and both the sides have contested equally in this game. But I think Minerva have just edged the possession with just a fine margin, and that will be reflected when you look at the statistics. Neil once again, the assist maker, stands over this throw-in. Minerva trying to bell from the back. They have done that. They like to bell from the back, and they're a good side when they bell from the back. But sometimes belling from the back could probably not work in your favor, because when you're trying to bell from, but the identity should be the same. I'm not saying that you should not bell from the back, because that's how top coaches, top managers in football play their sport. Oh, this is good holder play. The number 12 goes down. That's Abhimanyu, I believe. Yes, he is Abhimanyu. He's gone down. Sean is now helping his team back as well. And the attacker clearing his line. We are into the stoppages now. 25 minutes done, and that's in this first half. This is the captain, Ardwick, the number 4. Tries to find the ball forward. He's done exactly that. Now a chance. Good ball outside of the boot. Is there a finish to arrive? Still there, but finally cleared away. A left foot ball inside the box once again. This is good football. This is really good football from the Minerva Sharks. They're piling on the pressure towards the end of this first half. And that is the full-time whistle, the half-time whistle, should I say. And it's 1-0 in the favor of the Mercurial Football Club. The Minerva Sharks right now, they are trailing, but don't be surprised if they spring a comeback in this second half that's going to begin really shortly. Half-time, Minerva Sharks 0, Mercurial Football Club 1. Stay tuned with us. Second half action coming really, really shortly. If you look at the statistics from the first half, that will tell you the story. It's a closely encountered battle between the two sides. Yes, Mercurial get that early goal, which was delightful to watch, with Neil putting a ball inside the box and Rudraksha with the finish. Minerva Sharks have still probably dominated the possession. I won't say dominated the position, but they have kept more of the ball. And that was evident. Look at this, Minerva Sharks 55% possession, 9 shots, 3 of them on target. None of them ending in the back of the net. For Mercurial, 45% possession. They've also got 8 shots, 2 of them on target. And most importantly, they've got 1 in the back of the net. Stay tuned with this second half action coming really shortly.
When Dadaji starts drifting and Dadi takes the win. It's not just a TV, it's Acer Pure Nitro TV.
Hi, Acer Pure AC, power on. Ice blast mode.
Ice blast mode.
When summer strikes hard, hit Ice Blast mode. Heat and humidity conquered.
C7 mode.
C7 mode.
Acer Pure 7-in-1 convertible mode adjusts cooling as per occupancy for maximum comfort and energy savings.
It's karma, Dad.
From crispy delights to comforting hot pot, Acer Pure's 2-in-1 air fryer lets you indulge in your cravings minus the guilt. Acer Pure vacuum cleaners for when almost clean just won't do. Acer Pure TV. Gaming grade performance meets family entertainment. Pure technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
Well, back in live action as Minerva Sharks and Mercurial FC once again are ready to lock horns. At halftime is the Mercurial FC have taken the lead 1-0. The Sharks are trailing, but they have shown that they've got quality and they've got the potential to produce a comeback. Stay tuned with us. Second half action coming shortly. Well, the referee has a look at his watch. He sees everything is in tune and it is fine. And here we go, the second half as Minerva Sharks get us kicked off. They are trailing in this all-important semi-finals with a place and a spot in the finals. It's going to be really important. And the keeper early on in the second half pulling on some time management skills, and that's good to see. And those are the dark areas of football. But every coach, every top coach has used that, and why not? I love to watch that. And if the keeper from Royal United keeps on doing that, I'm going to be really excited. And the head coach for, beg your pardon, Mercurial, not Royal United. United already qualifying. And the head coach for Mercurial, there's Suresh, the manager Maheshwar. And they've got a strategy, and sure, the strategy is working well. Good ball inside the box. Cleared away though. Once again put inside, header. And now once again cleared away. And now this could break in for Ishan, who can lead the counter for Mercurial. He got past one. Ishan on the ball. Squares it up to his partner. This is Rudraksha, has already scored one. Rudraksha still going on. So nearly, this would have been a wonder goal. First of all, Ishan leading the counter, beating one man, then finding Rudraksha. Rudraksha with incredible feet. Just that finish, the target was not hit. Otherwise, this would have been a goal to remember for the Mercurial Football Club and probably would have stamped their authority on this game. Minerva Sharks, for them, the strategy would be pretty simple. They would look to control a bit more of the possession and probably now lead into penetration. Good first time ball inside the box. And the keeper leaves it. He's been good, this lad. I think he's the number 17 or the number 11. Cannot figure him out, but this lad has been good for Minerva. And they need a few or more of those people to step onto the pitch and make life difficult for Mercurial. You've got Devanandan from Mercurial in the back line, wearing the number 17 jersey. This is number 2 for Sharks with throw-in. Kushal, his name. This will be a corner onto which the number 11 is standing, who's been tremendous today. Good ball inside the box. Cleared away, but not so far. And now a chance maybe to lead the counter. You see, there's a bit of new faces introduced. I believe the number 15 has come in. That's Mobino from Mercurial Football Club. He's going to lead the charge now up front alongside Ishan and Rudraksha, I believe. Minerva Sharks really patient with their build-up. I think they have pushed majority of the bodies forward. So I think the battle is pretty simple now. Mercurial ready to defend. Strike from distance, the keeper. Fumbles it the first time around, gets on the second time. But you think the strategy is simple. Minerva are pushing bodies forward. And Mercurial, they are just sitting back, trying to hit on the counter. This is Rudraksha now. Free kick for Mercurial. Chance to put the ball inside the box and chance to threaten them early on. Low drilled in and it's cleared away. Not too far though. Alvin Thomas giving it a chase. "30 minutes on the board, is 1-0. Corner coming in, low and driven. Oh, there could be a finish to match. Was that Neil? Yes, that was Neil, I believe, on the far post who got a connection onto it. And if this game goes into 2-0, probably Mercurial, they would, I think they would qualify. At 1-0, there's still a chance, but now into the second half, 30 minutes on the board. If the second goal comes in, it's going to be really, really hard for Minerva Sharks to pull a comeback, but they can do it. But you don't want to go 2-0 down in the semi-finals, do you? Especially when the second half is up and running. And for both the coaches, it's a big game today. It's a really big game. I talk about Mercurial Football Club are leading right now. And if Minerva Sharks were officially in the quarterfinals, Mercurial FC were equally impressive. They were facing a dangerous Maverick Blues side that had finished second in Group B. And Mercurial produced one of the most complete performances of the season, a 2-0 victory, a clean sheet, and another statement performance. And so far, they have kept a clean sheet in this game as well. And that result in the quarterfinal confirmed what many already suspected. Mercurial FC as genuine title contenders. They really are. Their confidence continues to grow with every passing match. And now they find themselves a 1 victory away from the final. And to put it more precise, just 20 minutes away from a final spot. They're already winning this 20 minutes, and not conceding a goal is what they need to enter the grand finale. And they enter the quarterfinals with expectation, and they leave the quarterfinals with belief, and that belief has transpired in their semi-final game. And the performance against Maverick Blues was a display of a team beginning to peak at exactly the right time. And once again in the semi-finals, they have shown they have got the quality. And Minerva Sharks suddenly look a bit loose right now with their passing in the second half, which they cannot afford right now. They have to be on top of their game. It's not happening. It's the complete opposite. As the number 11 once again puts the ball inside the box. Oh, this time around the keeper is beaten. Incredible. And now Alvin Thomas trying to lead the counter. I think this will be a throw-in for the Mercurial Football Club. Yes, it is. Both teams winning their quarterfinals by identical 2-0 scorelines. Both arrive in excellent form, but Mercurial have taken the lead. And that was the first half goal from Rudraksha. That's the difference. And neither side conceded any goals in the quarterfinals. Both carry momentum into this game. And the smallest detail now could determine the outcome. And right now is the Minerva Sharks, who have to find something meaningful in the next few minutes. Ishan once again trying to dazzle through. Ishan still should have gone for the shot. I think instead he was trying to square the man. He was looking for Rudraksha inside the box, Ishan. After a tremendous throw on the left-hand side, I think he should have gone for the shot. Just whack it away, son. Just go for it. You've done the hard work. You've taken on the defender. You've created the angle for yourself. He did the unselfish thing, try to just feed Rudraksha, but sometimes that small venue, it's not a 11v11 full ground match, right? It's a 9v9, and the ground is restricted. We are playing at a half ground, so sometimes just go for the shot. 2 parts, 1 destination. The beauty of youth football is that every journey is unique, isn't it? In Conscient Sports, although they have been knocked out, they were the tournament's dominant force. Royal United, who have booked their spot, who are waiting for a result in this game, and they have quietly and consistently found solutions. Today you saw them, right? They conceded right at that. They were leading for the majority of the game, but Conscient Sports equalized, so Royal United, I think they were hurt. But that did not take away anything from the composure and morale. They entered the finals. And you talk about Minerva Sharks, they have grown stronger with every game. And Mercurial, they have transformed potential into performance. But right now, the group stage are history, the quarterfinals are history. Only the semi-finals matter, and not just the semi-finals, only the next 15 minutes matter. For Mercurial Football Club, all they need is to hold on. 1-0 will do the job for them. And for Minerva, they have to find the equalizer. There's no two-way about it. They have to draw some inspiration from their previous performances, as this could be a left foot finish off target. Good try, but off target. "15 minutes remaining." 15 minutes is a lot of time, but 15 minutes is also very little time. This is what we talked about, and the game is following a similar path to the previous semi-final that we just watched. Conscient and Royal United. United were leading for the majority of the game. Mercurial are leading for the majority of the game. Can the Sharks now produce something? Good game so far. And this is what you expected, right? When two of the best teams in the competition face each other. And this time around, you can see how they're tussling for it. This was the previous strike, I believe. Did everything right, but the angle was probably acute. And to keep that shot on target was a hard task. I'm back into live action now with 38 minutes on board. I talk about Minerva Sharks. Minerva, arguably the gold standard of youth development and scouting in Indian football right now. And the owner, Ranjit Bajraj, is a very passionate man about football. He talks about the mission 2034, that is to take the team in the Indian side to the World Cups and not just take it to win. And that's a very bold promise, but if any one man can say that, it's Ranjit Bajraj. Wears his pride on his sleeves, is a very passionate man, and his sides are equally good. You saw Minerva Academy Bangalore have already punched their ticket into the under 15 grand finale, and now at the under 13 sides they are struggling to just come back in this game. But towards the last few minutes of the game, I think they've got a good hold on to it, but have to be careful because Royal United already in the finals. You saw how they were leading. And the team that led in the first semi-finals entered the grand finale. So Mercurial, the odds look good for them. Good track back from Abhimanyu, the number 12 for Mercurial. We talk about Minerva, the gold standard of youth development and scouting in Indian football, famous for the relentless factory, the pipeline we called, right, that feeds national youth teams as we head into the cooling break with 12 minutes remaining in this game. It's 1-0 right now, still 1-0. And we'll be back very shortly. Stay tuned. Enjoy the highlights. I'm back in live action after that short hydration break. 10 minutes remain into this game right now. 10 minutes for the Minerva Sharks to find an equalizer and probably take this game into penalties. 10 minutes for the Maverick Football Club to come back in this game. It's going to be really interesting. And I think it's Mercurial Football Club that right now looking the favorites, and now Ishan dribbling to the heart of the defense. And we have named that these two sides have already shown the pedigree. Doesn't matter if one of them don't qualify, but the most important thing is that they have done everything throughout the season, given it their all, and I think participating is the most important thing. Yes, it's a competitive sport, but go out and say that to any player right now for Minerva Sharks who are trailing. Go and tell them that you have done really well, guys, and you have participated, but they want to win. They want to stay alive. They want to take this game into penalties, maybe possible. Maybe go and win in the regulation time. They need 2 goals for that. 42 minutes on the pitch. The referee is probably just counting the number of players on the pitch, I believe. Look at those tall defenders from Mercurial Football Club in the back. They're really, really tall, and that gives them the extra edge, right? The attackers of Minerva Sharks are not that tall. And sometimes, of course, the height... I mean, I'll tell you the differences between the height, right? So if there's a tall player, of course, he's got better reach, better height advantage. He could jump, as once again, Abhimanyu, who's also a very tall player on the left, creating some separations. The shot is blocked away. Heroic defending. But coming back to it, the height difference, right? Short players, they have got a low center of gravity. That means they can turn really quick. You've seen Hitesh, who's wearing the number 11 jersey. He's done that. He's short, he's quick. Some of those midfielders from Minerva. And tall players, they've got their own advantage. They can use the height to just exploit some extra yard. Rise up in the air, also defending. So, I mean, it's a battle, right? Most of the defenders for Mercurial are tall, and most of the attackers for Minerva are probably a bit short-heighted. And so it's going to be really important how they go about their business from the corner, trying to maybe end it right into the goal. But look at the time up front on your screens. 43 minutes on the board. Just 7 minutes remaining. 7 minutes for Mercurial Football Club to hang on. At this moment, the final looks like Royal United versus Mercurial Football Club. That could change. Oh, this is not a good scene on the pitch, though. The Minerva Shark player, he is lucky if he does not receive a yellow card. 2 balls on the pitch. And probably a bit frustrated, I believe. As once again, the press. Look at the press. It's Abhimanyu who's leading the press for the Mercurial Football Club up front. The number 12 on his back. It's Alvin Thomas with the throw-in. Oh, good first touch. Back to Thomas. Creates some separation onto his left, Alvin Thomas. Pushed from behind. Got caught, Alvin Thomas. 3 defenders from the Minerva team rounding up Alvin Thomas. So they know that he's a potential threat. He's a good player. But you know what? I mean, I'm sure everyone's heard about Lionel Messi, probably the greatest football player of all time. Currently at the World Cup, has got 5 goals. There's this famous quote that Johan Cruyff gave about Lionel Messi, that he's a really good player, but once he understands, it was very early in his career, I think it was 2004 or 5 when he started his professional football with Barcelona. Cruyff said that he's a really good player, but once he understands when to pass and when to dribble, he would be unstoppable then. And I think what I've seen from some of those Mercurial players is exactly the same thing. They're really good with their ball control and with their ability to dribble. Sometimes they got to understand when to release the ball and when to dribble. So if you see Leo Messi early on in his career, even if I think he had that sense, right? If possible, passing is the best way to unlock defense, right? Just pass your way if possible. But when in the tight areas, inside the box or just outside the box, you talk about zones, right? So if you look at football pitch, the 11v11 football pitch, you got different zones. So the number 14, the zone number 14 and the zone number 17, the 14 is just behind the D area and the 17 is the D area, the box wherein the maximum of goal threat comes in. Leo Messi remains at number 14 zone number 14, and also gets into zone number 17. So if you've got to perform some skills, if you got to take on your dribbling ability, then your close control, perform it in the number 14 and the number 17 zones. That means up front, in the middle of the park or inside your own half. Just simple passing would do the job. And if professional footballers in India, youth footballers in India understand that, oh, this could be close, oh yes, it is close. Minerva have equalized once again. The same story repeats. 46 minutes on the board. They were trailing for majority of the game, but now they've equalized towards the end. One long ball forward, a lucky deflection, I believe. But it doesn't matter. Minerva Sharks will take the goal no matter how it comes. Albeit a bit fortuitous. They have bought the lottery ticket and they've got the equalizer, and now this game is alive. 47 minutes on the board running, 180 seconds remaining. I think we are going into penalties. Remember, the under 15 semi-finals between the same two sides also went into penalties. And that's what we are talking about. That's the quality on display. Both the semi-finals, you've got two teams who were trailing, and both the sides who were trailing found the equalizer. And those two equalizers very late. Conscient finding the equalizer in the 49th minute, and Minerva finding the equalizer in the 47th minute. There's a man down from Mercurial Football Club. Oh wow, I love this sport. I love football. It's a crazy game. Crazy things happen. And the double pass developmental league. I mean, the thrills and the twist and the quality of football that we have seen has been really decent for Indian footballing setup, and youth football at its finest is what I would like to say after watching these two semi-finals. So already we've got down the 15 finals lined up. It's going to be Maverick Blues versus, oh, this time around there was a decent ball inside. But coming back to it, the under 15 is going to be Maverick Blues versus Minerva Academy Bangalore, and the under 13 Royal United are already into the finals. So now one spot up for grabs, and it could be either Mercurial or Minerva Sharks, who have just equalized. They were trailing for majority of the game. This is decent. This is more than decent. Ganesh Kalaji in the comment section says, nice goal Minerva, let's go win this. He's hoping for a win for Minerva. Oh wow, this was close from distance, the free kick. And now on the counter, here come Mercurial. Can they win this though? Minerva win this, and suddenly they look like the favorites. Now on the right, good turn. Once again turning, going back. Is there a cross inside the box? Throw in for Minerva, 49 minutes running. Less than 120 seconds on the board. The referee has blown his whistle. The guy in the red hoodie, who's just behind the touchline, is going nuts right now. I'm sure he's supporting Minerva. That's probably surety now, and this is a very important free kick. Imagine the scenes if Minerva Sharks they go and win this. Game on the line. Last minute. There's the free kick. Header. Finally cleared away. That would have been some story if somehow Minerva Sharks could have found a way to score the second. Still, they can find the second. They're keeping the ball inside those dangerous areas, deep inside Mercurial's territory. And we have played the 50 minutes of normal time into the stoppages, and it feels like another penalty probably on the card. We've already seen one penalty shootout in the previous semi-finals. Ready maybe now for the second, unless and until there's something more to come, more drama. Either Mercurial or Minerva, they go and find the winner in the few seconds that we get in the stoppages. One thing about Minerva, we said that earlier, this side never knows how to give up. They always keep on coming. They always find a way to respond whenever they are down. Now this time around, Alvin Thomas shrugs away his man. Minerva still have the ball though, and now cleared away. into the second minute of the stoppage time, and I think the full-time whistle is coming soon. Minerva can create one last chance, maybe. The first touch is not the greatest. Can he keep it alive? No, he does not. Alvin Thomas for Mercurial. Scored a lot of goals this season. Mercurial still will have another throw in. They are just slowly pushing bodies forward inside Minerva's half, so maybe a late surprise. Alvin Thomas with another throw in. Can there be a cross inside the box from this? This is good. This is good. Mercurial looking for something cleared away. And then once again, ball inside the box. Could still lead into something. They're appealing for another handball, maybe. Loud appeals, and I think that would be dismissed as there's a man down for Conscient. Beg your pardon. A man down for Minerva. I've got to get my vocabulary correct. I mean, this has been such a tense day of football. It's so much is happening that you really have to keep your eyes onto it. And this would be a set-piece opportunity. Tanav Shetty. He's watching this and he's got his emojis on. 34 people tuning in the live stream right now on the YouTube channel, as the officials will rush in to check on the players. I think everything is okay, isn't it? I think we're good to continue, as this will be a corner and probably the last bit of action in this second half and in this match before we head into penalties. It would be a left foot ball from Alvin Thomas. This is the chance. Imagine if this goes inside the back of the net. Good first touch, back heel. Now maybe one last shot. And cleared away. And the referee blows his whistle for full time at the SUFC venue. Minerva Sharks at the very end found the equalizer after Mercurial Football Club took the lead early on. Full time, Minerva Sharks 1, Mercurial Football Club 1. And we are heading into penalties. Well, what a game of football we have just witnessed. What a day of football we have just witnessed. First of all, in the first semi-finals, Royal United and Conscient Sports, they went into penalties. And now in the second, Minerva Sharks and Mercurial once again. Nothing to separate between two sides at the half-time break. Nothing to separate at the full-time break. Sharks with 49% possession, 10 shots, 4 of them on target, 1 of them ending in the back of the net. That was an own goal. Mercurial 51% possession, 13 shots, 2 of them on target. The only goal came in the first half after Neil put a delightful ball inside the for Rudraksha to thump it home with the header. And I mean, for the majority of the game, it was Mercurial who were leading. They were looking really good, but Minerva Sharks never gave up. That's the kind of identity this team has, and that's the kind of spirit that this team has. Enjoy the highlights, and we will be back with penalties really soon. Well, right then. Penalties it is. And penalties will decide who heads into the grand finale. This is grueling. This is gruesome. We've already played 50 minutes of football, but I think to separate between two sides. And now, I mean, it's going to get random, right? Because penalties, it's a mental game. It's a game of luck, and you've got to make really sure that you're on top of your game. Royal United won the previous penalty in the semi-finals. Conscient Sports, the team who equalized late, lost in the penalty. On the same story to repeat, that's for sure. And now it's the number 8 who steps up for the first penalty. It's Rudraksh for Mercurial, who scored the goal. And remember, in the under 15 semi-finals, it was Minerva who won over Mercurial, the same club in penalty shooters. Now, chance for revenge. It's Rudraksh with the first penalty for Mercurial. He scores. Of course, he scores with certainty and with power. No chance for the goalkeeper at all. Just buries it. 1-0. The goal scorer has done his job. Up steps the man for Minerva. He scores as well in the same direction with power and with precision. It's 1-1. You got tense people in the comment section. The stun of Shetty. Green light by Shreya. Says, what a match. Ganesh Kalaju says Minerva are going to win in penalties is what he's feeling. He's rooting on for Minerva. Guys, can we see some support from Mercurial as well? Because they need to probably outclass and outfox the position. This is Neil now with the penalty. Neil's penalty is in the back of the net. Never ever any doubt. Right from the run-up. And so now both those guys who combined for the first goal for Mercurial have also converted their penalties. You can see it was the number 18 Neil put in a cross for the number 8 Rudraksh to score the first goal for Mercurial. Minerva Sharks playing the catching game. They have to score. Oh wow, this is saved. Advantage Mercurial. The penalty was hit with power. And I think Ishan got fingertips onto it, the number 10 who's playing as the goalkeeper. And the ball hits the crossbar. And now chance to go in the lead for Mercurial. They've got the advantage. Scored Alvin Thomas. The keeper was frozen. And Alvin Thomas gives his side the lead. It's 3 penalties for Mercurial and 3 converted for Minerva Sharks. They've taken 2. Scored 1, missed 1. So it's really important that they convert this. And this is the number 8 now, Amrit, who stands over this penalty for Sharks. And he misses! The Mercurial Football Club are inching closer. Oh, the Sharks have missed 2 penalties out of 3 they have taken in. And that means only one thing. If this goes in the back of the net from the number 10, Ishan, Mercurial are in the grand finale. Ishan scores! And Mercurial Football Club are into the finals. A date with destiny, as they did it the hard way. After leading the game towards the majority, they conceded late, but in the penalties, they held their nerve to defeat the Minerva Sharks and book their spot into the grand finale. And the grand finales are not locked for the DPDL under 13 in Bengaluru. It's going to be Royal United taking on the Mercurial Football Club. And also, with this win, the Mercurial Football Club extract their revenge on Minerva. It was the same team that defeated them in the under 15 semi-finals in penalties. But this time around, the Mercurial Football Club, they extract revenge. They get the better of Minerva Sharks. Kudos to the Sharks for equalizing very late in the game. They kept their balance. They kept their composure. And the head coach, Arpan Deep, deserves a lot of praises and his side. A lot of those lads, Advik, Punav, Amrit, Varnat, Hitesh, Vidhu, Rishwin, Ishan, Venu, Mayura, Yashash, Zuhair, Arvind, Samarth, Kushal, Vidant, Sushant, Jan, Tanishka, Danvika and Akash, all of them playing their part throughout the tournaments for Minerva Sharks, but their campaign ends. Mercurial FC, they deserve all the credit, right from their coach Suresh and manager Maheshwar, alongside the players Avantika, Sayansh, Aditya, Varun, Param, Ishan, Karthik, Tanush, Devanandan, Neil, Rudraksha, Alvin Thomas, Kanish, Rayan, Abhimanyu, Madhav, Mobino, and Joshua. It's celebration for them, it's joy and jubilation for them. And this was the important penalty save, I believe. I think Ishan got a fingertip onto it. And after that, Alvin Thomas was probably calm and composed. The keeper, could he have done better on this Alvin Thomas penalty? But this was Amrit. And this was a crucial spot in the game. He missed his penalty, Amrit. And this was probably when Mercurial had the belief that they're going to win. And then Ishan, he would have not missed. Number 10 on his back. Look at how he was calm. The grounded penalty. And this is it. The Mercurial Football Club winning this and punching their ticket into the grand finale. They will face Royal United. All right then, my name is Kumar Satyam, and as usual, it's been a pleasure communicating with you, interacting with each and every one of you. Remember, there could be the players, there could be the organizers, there could be the broadcasters and the commentators and the entire ecosystem, but without the fans, Indian football is nothing. And so before I sign off, tipping my hat off to each and everyone who has tuned into the live stream on this Saturday morning. I think you guys are the real heroes and you guys deserve all the praises. Keep tuning in, keep supporting Indian football, keep watching the Double Pass Developmental League. We will be back with the grand finales tomorrow. Till then, Kumar Satyam signing off.
When Dadaji starts drifting and Dadi takes the win, it's not just a TV, it's Acer Pure Nitro TV.
Hi, Superior AC, power on. Ice blast mode.
Ice blast mode.
When summer strikes hard, hit Ice Blast mode. Heat and humidity conquered.
C7 mode.
C7 mode.
Acer Pure 7-in-1 convertible mode adjusts cooling as per occupancy for maximum comfort and energy savings.
It's karma, Dad.
From crispy delights to comforting hot pot, Acer Pure's 2-in-1 air fryer lets you indulge in your cravings minus the guilt. Acer Pure vacuum cleaners for when almost clean just won't do. Acer Pure TV. Gaming grade performance meets family entertainment. Pure technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer. When Dadaji starts drifting and Dadi takes the win. It's not just a TV, it's Acer Pure Nitro TV.
Hi, Superior AC, power on. Ice blast mode.
Ice blast mode.
When summer strikes hard, hit Ice Blast mode. Heat and humidity conquered.
C7 mode.
C7 mode.
Acer Pure 7-in-1 convertible mode adjusts cooling as per occupancy for maximum comfort and energy savings.
It's karma, Dad.
From crispy delights to comforting hot pot, Acer Pure's 2-in-1 air fryer lets you indulge in your cravings minus the guilt. Acer Pure vacuum cleaners. For when almost clean just won't do. Acer Pure TV. Gaming grade performance meets family entertainment. Pure technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.